What's up, everybody? Leone here again today. Hope everybody is doing well on this fabulous, what day are we today? Today's Wednesday. On this fabulous Wednesday or Thursday, depending when it gets uploaded. And sorry to everybody who was expecting a video last week. Shit just happened. I got sick. Literally, I was coming home from work and I was going to shoot the video and I just started throwing up. Yeah. I don't know what it was. It was a stomach bug or something. We've all had it, so we all know what it is. It sucks. But it's not about any of that. It's about a new camera angle. Hopefully this angle is better. The lighting seems a little bit better, but please fill me in or let me know what you think about the lighting, if we should go back, or you like it at this angle the best. I'm always struggling with lighting because I just don't want to buy lights because I'm cheap. Not about any of that again today. We're going to try to make these videos a lot quicker, a lot snappier. I'm trying to something a little different. We'll see how it works out and whatnot. But today, it's about the review of the Coolfire 4 from Innokin. So the review for the Coolfire 4 from Innokin. Yes. Well, let's start off with how much it is, where you're going to get it from, and what it is. So, it is a variable wattage, variable voltage mod, obviously. It comes in an array of colors. I got the red one. There's a blue, black, silver, amethyst black or something, like a purplish kind of color. It's a couple colors, so it's very, very design friendly, I guess. What did I pay for it? I paid $39.99 for it via vapenw.com. And if you haven't seen VapeNW or used VapeNW in the past, they're a very good vendor, very cheap on the prices. I thought $39.99 for this was a really, really good price. And then their shipping's a little high. It's $5 flat rate, basically. So it was like $45 to my door. But that's not bad. So it's $45, vapenw.com. Yes. Some quick specs on it. I have some stuff written down right here, and I'm just going to read them right off here, what I have. It's variable voltage and variable wattage. Variable voltage from 3 to 7.5 volts, adjusted in 0.1 increments. Variable wattage, adjusted from 6 to 40 watts in 0.5 watt increments. The battery is a 2,000 milliamp hour battery in here. Max output current is 12 amps. It can go all the way down to a 0.3 ohm. And I've heard some people say 0.2s have fired on here. I haven't tried a 0.2 on here. I don't have any 0.2s around. I don't see why you'd want to put a 0.2 on here, considering you only got 40 watts, and that's not going to do much for a 0.2. Uses a micro USB charger, on and off battery switch, which I'll show you in the close-ups. Low voltage warning, short circuit atomizer protection, over discharge protection. Vape while charging technology. Wow, I just stuck my middle finger up. Vape while charging technology, and basically what that means is a pass-through device, which is nice. Remembers last voltage and wattage setting, and it's got overheat protection. So, those are all good and dandy. Now that you know the quick nitty-gritty specs on it, but you need to get to know us a little bit better. We're going to have to go up close and take a closer look at it. So let's do that. Alright, here we are, everybody, with the Coolfire 4 close up and personal. So let's take a look at the packaging. Typical Innokin packaging here. Apple iPod-esque kind of casing here. It's got some info on the back. So inside you're going to get the micro USB cable right here. Nice little cable here. Feels pretty thick. Feels like a solid quality cable. You're obviously going to get your device, which we'll look at in a minute. You're going to get the 510 to Ego adapter for those using the Ego threaded devices. That's a spring-loaded pin in there also. So you get that. And then underneath all of this, you get, what do you get? A manual. Not a bad manual, to be honest with you. They're getting better at it. So, how to use it, and I think you get some stickers. There you go, some Innokin's logo stickers right there. So I'll put this all back together real quick, get it out of the way. So, alright, here's the Coolfire 4. I got the red version here, which you can see it's a really nice deep red. I really like this color on here. And as far as the texture goes on here, it's got like, you can see these lines here, you can fill them. It's like the machining and how they did it. I love the feel of it. It's cool. It's kind of like a woody fill. I don't know what you want to call that, but it feels cool. You can feel it, definitely. And I think it adds a little nice of a look. Kind of like the MVP, was it the MVP 2 that used this kind of lining on the finish here? But it's real nice. It says Cool Fire here. On the opposite side, you have some holes, which I'm assuming for venting on the battery. It uses, I believe, a LiPo pack, from what I understand. The face here, you have the fire button, which I have mine off. The minus and the plus button here, and the charge port right on the face, which I like. It's not on the bottom, so that's very nice. And then at the top here, 510 connection. Spring loaded, it's just very, very stiff. See it moving there. Yeah, it's very stiff. It's a very stiff spring. So you got that. You got some airflow cutouts here for airflow. If you're using air from the 510. It's kind of rounded on this side, which I like. It makes it very grippable. And then you got the bottom here, which it's got the Innokin logo. Boom. And then you got an on-off switch. So you just flip this guy to the on position, and it'll turn the power to the device on, but you still have to turn the device on by clicking it 1, 2, 3. And then it says Innokin technology, and it's on. So this is like a master on-off switch, which I kind of like. Just flip it, boom, it's off. You don't have to worry about doing anything. It's completely off. That's the device there. It's very small. I was not expecting it to be this small. Here it is next to a iStick 50 watt. Here's a iStick 20 watt. So size-wise, it's not too bad. Let me get a tank on here real quick. I'm going to put my Silo Beast tank, which I've still been enjoying. It's fantastic. Like I said, threads are good here. That spring is very stiff, so you really kind of have to crank it on there. But once it's on there, it's on there. So I think let's turn her on real quick. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, she's on. I think I just turned her off. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Innokin technology, green flashing light. I got about half battery right here. It's a 2,000 milliamp hour battery pack in here. So, the screen on here, this camera's not doing it justice, to be honest with you. It's beautiful, but it is very small. But because how clear it is, the smallness doesn't bother me because it's easy to read. This does read ohms very accurately. As you can see, it reads to the 100th, I believe. That is the 100th spot. So this is a 0.54 ohm coil. So yes, to adjust the wattage up, you're just going to hold the plus button, and you'll see it flash, and then you can make your adjustments. And it'll go from 6 all the way up to 40 watts, and it does it rather quickly, and it does round robin, and it does do it in half-watt increments. Now, if you want to change over to the voltage mode, you hold the power button and the down arrow. You'll see go to voltage, and it'll flash, and you can start making your adjustments. And it goes up to, I believe, 7.5 volts here. Yes, 7.5 volts, all the way down to 3 volts, round robin, of course. If you want to go back to wattage, you hold the power and the plus button together. And boom, you're back in wattage. Now, if you hold the minus and the plus button, see puffs taken, and you'll see your ohms and your voltage of your battery that are remaining. So there's a couple battery life indicators on this. You have this battery, 3.72. You have this light here, which you can see or not see. It is yellow. So that means I have half a charge left, and you also have this battery indicator here. What else? Oh, if you hold the minus and the plus for a little bit longer, you'll flip the screen. There you go. Now the screen is flipped the other way. So if you want to flip it back, just hold it, hold it, hold it. Boom. That's back. That's the menu in a nutshell. It's very simple to use, very snippy, snappy menu. The only thing I don't like is you have to hold the button for a second before you can make your adjustment. But it's not too bad. It'll fire all the way down to a 0.3 according to the box that I have here. I've heard some people say it fires down to 0.2, but I don't know why you'd want to fire that low. You wouldn't get adequate power on a 0.2, considering it only does 40 watts. So, that is the Coolfire 4 close up here. Let's go up top and talk about it a little more. So you saw the Coolfire 4 from Innokin close up there. It's a rather small device, in my opinion. I mean, it's a little bit taller than the iStick 50, but for what it is, I really thought, Innokin's known for not making the smallest devices nor the stealthiest devices, and this it fits the bill of a nice pocket-friendly mod, in my opinion. Uh, it's very comfortable, actually. In my opinion, though, it does feel a little cheap. It feels a little light. I would think it'd feel heavier, but it doesn't. Maybe if it used an 18650 battery, which I've heard they're maybe releasing an 18650 version, which will be nice for some people, but I don't mind having built-in batteries. I like just taking USB chargers with me instead of having to take my battery charger. It's just more convenient for me. But yeah, it does feel light, and I didn't mention the top ring here where your atomizer sits. It's about 23 millimeters, so this is a 22 millimeter addy there, and you can see it. You know, it doesn't sit perfectly with the edges, but it looks fine for me. And like I said, it does feel light. And my camera's not doing this red any justice. It's making it look all weird. But it is a real nice red, like a deep red. It's really nice. Comfortability, as far as holding this device, it's great. You could just do that, and your finger just falls on that fire button right there. And it's a clicky button, if I didn't mention that. Very clicky. I just turned her off. And the adjustment buttons are the same way. So yes, very comfortable to hold. So there's that. You could also hold it the other way with your thumb and the fire button. I should probably show the cameras like this. So it's very comfortable. It's light. It's easy to hold. I seem to have a slight gap though, and that's as far down. I don't even know if you can see it. Yes, you can. There you go. A slight gap. I don't know what this pin. It's very stiff. I don't want to torque it anymore to, you know, fuck that pin up there. But it seems a little stiff, and you may have this little bit of a gap issue here. Like I said, it's not huge, but I noticed it. Let me try another addy here. Anyways, it has a very, like, hairline gap on there, but I don't know what that is. I really don't know. I just noticing this now, to be honest with you. It hasn't been to the point where it's noticeable. And you know what? It may actually be through this 510 connection here. It looks like, yeah, it does look like it's raised just a bit. It's going to be hard to see, but the actual ring here looks like it's raised a bit. At least on mine. I don't know if that's on all of them, but just mentioning it. So quickly, some things I like, some things I don't like, and all that kind of stuff about this. I would say what I like, the size of it is nice. The feel of it is nice. Ergonomically friendly to hold. 6 to 40 watts is a pretty good range for 40 bucks. The price is another thing I like about it. 40 bucks for 40 watts, $1 a watt basically. Built-in charging, pass-through charging, and the screen is just a joy. It's a joy. It's clear. It's easy to read. It is small, but the letters are so clear that no matter from where I'm at, I could read that perfectly. The fire button is very nice. It's a nice, firm pressing fire button. That's my silo whistle in there because I had the airflow too closed. So those are some of the things I like about it. I like the master on-off switch on the bottom also. I like the fact that I can just turn it off and not have to worry about it turning on and whatnot on me. So that's nice. And they also have this little cutout here. I didn't really show that. It's for a lanyard. It's nice that that's kind of nice aesthetic touch for people that like to use lanyards. Those are the things I like about it. Things I don't necessarily like and things I wish they would change. Now that I'm noticing the 510 on it with this gap that it's leaving, it's kind of annoying. That's something they need to adjust. I don't know if it's the pin or it's the outer ring that needs to be fixed. The battery life on here, I think, pretty much sucks. 2,000 milliamp hours. That's not a lot of battery life. I think the little iStick 50 here, it rubbed off. I think this one's like 26 for this little guy, and this is 2,000. So if this was like a 25 or a 3,000 mAh, I'd be a little more comfortable. I don't feel that this would last me very long. But if you do have a USB cable, it's pass-through capable, so you got that going for it. So, you know, kind of counterweighs it, but it is a small battery. Some people may not like that. And what other cons do I have besides the 510 in the battery? Nothing really. The fact that you have to hold that plus or minus button down for like a second before you can adjust it slows you down. It's not huge, but it is something to be aware of. And the fact that it uses a non-replaceable battery, I guess, could be a con for some people because some people like to just swap out 18650s. Can't do that on here. You must plug it in. And when the battery goes bad, You either gotta replace it or get a new one. So that kind of sucks too. But otherwise, for 40 bucks, I'll tell you, I highly recommend it. It's nice. It's nice. Consider this came from Innokin. Not that they don't make nice things. They do make nice things. This is just, it's nice. It's not a typical box mod. It's got some designs, flaws to it. It's rounded. It's round. It's comfortable. Yes, 40 bucks. VapeNW.com. Go get yourself one. This is very nice. I definitely like this. It's going to become one of my favorite light pocketable mods to use for the time being. But that's about it, guys. I hope I covered everything on this. There's not really a whole lot to say. It's a 40-watt mod, 40 bucks. Good, nice display screen, pretty accurate chip in there. Yeah, that's about it. So I thank you all for watching this video. And next week, I don't know what's coming next. I don't know if it's the Castigador, because they're taking forever. I haven't even gotten the thing yet. It was supposed to come like 2 weeks ago. I haven't even gotten it. The Castigador, or it's going to be the mod from... the company, Fumi Vapor, or it's going to be the Joytech EVIC VT, the temperature control one. So either that, one of those, whatever one pops up first and I get to use first is the one that's coming up next. So that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for sticking with me, even though through, you know, me sparingly shooting videos here because I was sick last week. Sorry, you know, I missed a week. Thank you for all still being here. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're not subscribed, I'll put a link down here in the corner if you'd like to subscribe for more videos and reviews. And until next time, live well and vape on.
You're the next one, remember the kill. You don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Snap off, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain. And I bring, you know it's only the beginning.